First up tonight, and only on 12, we're hearing from a great-grandfather after he was hit by a bullet in a drive-by shooting. The 72-year-old says this happened on his way home from the grocery store, and tonight his car is covered in bullet holes while police in Gresham look for the shooter. Let's get to Fox 12's Kendra Ken, who joins us now live with what we know about this so far, and of course, that interview. Kendra.
Yeah, that's right, Bonnie. And this happened late Monday night near where we're standing right here along Burnside and Civic. Now, the victim in this case, he's tough, but he is in a lot of pain. He just got out of the hospital yesterday, and he says he wants these suspects caught. He also wants to know why he was shot. We do want to warn viewers that the photo in this story could be disturbing for some. The car alone tells quite the story. Windows busted, the windshield fractured, and gaping holes everywhere. It's the aftermath of another violent shooting in Gresham, one where a great-grandfather is now lucky to be alive.
If I didn't die then, I know God must have been with me, because all of them bullets, I just got shot in the back.
From the comfort of his couch, 72-year-old James Guyton is recovering, fresh out of the hospital. Investigators say he was shot in a drive-by shooting late Monday night, and so far, the suspects haven't been caught. Guyton says he'd scraped the snow off his windshield, hopped into his old Buick, and went to the grocery store to grab a couple of things. And as he was headed home down Burnside,
and a car was following me, like real close, with their high beam on it, so I couldn't actually see who it was because the light was blinding me.
Guyton says the SUV eventually stopped for a moment behind him, then made a turn. Guyton kept heading toward home, but suddenly the SUV was back, this time pulling up alongside him.
I heard some shooting, but I kept going on. I didn't think they were shooting at me, and the car was in the center lane, like the turning lane. It was kept coming.
That was right here, near this LA Fitness off Civic Drive.
And the car pulled up and shot, and pulled up as they were passing me, but they had to get over or run into the divider in the street. So they shot, and I looked and seen my windshield scattered. I'm like, oh man, and the cars that was driving up the hill, I seen them just disappear somewhere. I'm like, oh, they shooting at me.
Guyton told Fox 12 he was never scared, but determined to stop the shooters, so he drove home and called for help.
And I called 911, and they asked me what I hit, and I didn't know because I couldn't feel anything. So when I got here, I got to taking my sweater off, and I seen a big hole in it, and it was full of blood. So the police finally got here. And they were looking at my car out there and said, hey, somebody really trying to get you.
Guyton says an ambulance came to take him to the hospital. He shared this photo with us of his bullet wound.
I heard about 6 or 7 shots. They were real loud. So it had to be like something like maybe a 45 or something.
Lucky to be alive to tell the story, but also in a lot of pain. Left to wonder why.
I just didn't understand who was shooting at me like that from the back. I think when they were going down Burnside, they probably wanted me to speed up to get out of their way.
And Gresham police described the suspect's car as a smaller SUV that was either brown or gold. And all of this took place along Burnside from 162nd roughly to right here where we're standing at Civic Drive. If you know anything about the shooting or what happened, call Gresham police. Reporting live tonight in Gresham, Kendra Kent, Fox 12 Oregon.